Our verse today is Exodus chapter 40, verse 34. Then the cloud covered the tent of meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Throughout the journey of the people of Israel in the wilderness, they carried with them the 10 commandments God gave them through Moses. The 2 tablets of stone written in God's own hand were a sign of God's presence among them, and they were kept in the tent of meeting. God commanded Moses to make the tabernacle and showed him the pattern, if you read Exodus chapter 25, 8 to 9. On completing the tabernacle and the tent of meeting, Exodus chapter 39, verse 32, Moses anointed and consecrated the tabernacle, Exodus chapter 40, verse 9. The tabernacle, Mishkan in Hebrew, means dwelling place or home. The tabernacle became the dwelling place of God among the people. In Exodus chapter 40, 16 to 33, Moses assembles the tabernacle, beginning with the Holy of Holies, the innermost part. From verse 34, our verse for today, the author records the presence of God entering the tabernacle. Our verse says, "Then the cloud covered the tent of meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle." The cloud symbolized divine appearance. God was masked in the cloud. He dwells in the midst of the cloud. The cloud covers or hides him from the view of the people. Therefore, strictly speaking, the cloud was not God himself, but showed something of a divine presence. When the people saw the glory cloud, they knew God was in their midst. This same cloud which had guided and protected the people on their journey in the wilderness, if you read Exodus chapter 13, 21 and 22, now came down upon the tabernacle and filled the dwelling with the glory of God. The glory of God, Kavod Adonai, was different from the cloud which filled the tent of meeting. However, it is not clear how this glory of God was manifested. In some instances, the glory of the Lord is interchanged with the manifestation of the cloud. If you read 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 10 and verse 11. Whenever the glory and cloud rested upon the tabernacle, the people of Israel encamped. They stayed in that same place until the glory ascended. Then they continued their journey. Read Exodus chapter 40, 36 to 38. So God's presence through the cloud and his glory marked Israel as a unique nation, enjoying God's special dwelling among them. What do we learn from this verse? God can dwell in the midst of his people in any way he chooses. We cannot limit how God manifests himself. This belief in the presence of God in the tabernacle marks a unique difference between the Catholic Church and many other denominations. The tabernacle in the church symbolizes God's presence because what is kept inside the tabernacle is greater than the 2 tablets of stones. The consecrated bread, the body of Jesus, kept in the tabernacle, demands our reverence. God also draws our attention to his divine presence through blessed images, inviting us to look beyond the cloud, that is, those images, to his divine presence hidden in those images amongst us. Lord, help us to see deeper beyond the religious images and symbols around us. May those images and symbols lead us to a divine encounter with you. Amen. God bless you. Have a lovely day.